Gucci makes about 60% of revenue for Kering and about 80% of their profit. So it's all down to the performance of that brand. And look, it had a little bit of a slowdown before the pandemic after some extraordinary years and pretty extraordinary run there. They had what the Kering call a normalization of sales there. And last year, the pandemic hit that brand particularly hard. But we see really the momentum coming back at Gucci with sales in this quarter up 25%. So that's way above forecast. But looking overall at the regions as well, look, similar picture to what we saw at LVMH compared to LVMH, with Asia Pacific sales up in the first quarter 83% and North America up 46%. So again, these two regions performing well, really the luxury sector roaring back into force in those areas. Western Europe still difficult though, with the sales there down 34% like for like. Again, the impact of lockdown still being in place and the lack of tourism impacting the business there. But with that top line number that they gave for the first quarter, with the sales up 26%, they also gave the number compared to the first quarter of 2019 to kind of strip out the pandemic effect, and the sales were up there as well, up 5.5%. But going back to Gucci, some analysts have been worried about the over-reliance of Kering on that brand, but they've put a lot of investment, and it's also the 100th anniversary of Gucci this year, and they've put a lot of marketing and investment. There'll be new events this year and new products being unveiled, so they hope that the momentum with Gucci will carry on this year. So it's definitely a relief from analysts looking at those Gucci numbers this morning. But other brands have done well. Saint Laurent, Bottega Veneta, with both sales above 20%. Now for the look ahead, they said they had a strong start to Q4, to the second quarter, excuse me. And the CFO speaking yesterday talked about how Kering has a bit of a cash pile there, and they said they will not just sit on that pile of cash, so that we probably will reignite some of the rumors that we had about Kering looking at potentially making a major purchase, looking at M&A in the future. They said this is not for in the short term, but that will be potentially on the cards in the future. So in the meantime, we see positive reaction for Kering. So a lot of several price target upgrades as well this morning, revised up by several brokers, and we see the shares up 1.2% on the CAC 40 this morning.